Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth video of how I do my brows. So yeah, let's get started. Today I'm going to be using the Kat Von D 24-hour Super Brow Long Wear Pomade. You can purchase this pomade at your local Sephora, Inside JCPenney. This pomade goes for about $18, which is super affordable. And then I'm going to also be using my Sephora Pro Brow Brush in number 20. Okay. The reason I'm doing this video is because I've had a couple requests from some of my friends, asking me, how do you do your brows? So this one's for you guys, definitely. So I'm just going in and very gently dipping in and then cleaning off any of the excess product. Whenever I'm doing my brows, I like to start off underneath and just kind of shape the brow, as you'll see I'm doing there. And then I take it a little bit at the top. Notice I don't start all the way in the center of my brow whenever I'm doing the top. And just continuing to draw the line there. Keep in mind, all of our face shapes, everything is different, so there really is no right and wrong when it comes to doing brows. Some people like more arched brows, some people like straight brows, different color brows really. I mean, it's all up to you, you know. I feel like brows is such a touchy subject for so many people, and a lot of YouTubers tend to kind of block out this part because, you know, it takes practice, it does, but I don't want you guys to ever get discouraged with it, because it's definitely something that kind of brings the whole look together. And again, there's no right and wrong with it, you know, you just find what you really like. And me personally, I like my brows a little bit more fuller, a little bit more bold, so you'll see I keep going in with the product as I'm doing right now. And I always kind of stop right at an angle with the corner of my eye. I'm always going to stop there, like it lines up. As I mentioned in my last video, these are my favorite wipes to use, the Wondra wipes. You can get them for like $1 at, you know, your local store, H-E-B, CVS, you know, whatever's close to you guys. But I love those wipes. It's just, you know, to kind of clean up. Anyways, and then as you saw, you know, I go in with the brush side of the brow brush, and I just kind of brush it out a little bit in the center, and I kind of drag the product along. Again, I start at the bottom and just kind of shape the brow. This really helps to kind of define your brow. I know some people like to use like a thin pencil for this part, but I wanted to keep it simple, just wanted to use one brow product. Sometimes, you know, and I'm guilty of it too, we can get a little crazy and use like seven different things for your brows, and I mean, it'll come out great, you know, but I just wanted to keep it simple for you guys, just using one brow product this time. And you're just gonna kind of fill in. It's almost like if I trace my eyebrows first, getting it where I want it, and then I just take a little bit more product and kind of fill in where there's any skipped hairs. And then always brush up. Whenever you're there in the center, brush up. And like I always say, you know, it's important to kind of step back and reflect on your look. I think sometimes we can get that tunnel vision and just be like so zoomed in on what we're doing. But always take that minute to, you know, just kind of step back and check out what you're doing. Again, I'm going in with the brush end, and again, brushing up. Now I'm going back to the other side because I have a little bit more product on my brush, and I'm just really helping define that arch that I have. Now I'm going to go in and carve my brows. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. And when I say carve my brows, I mean just going in there and kind of cleaning it up, I guess. Sometimes we have like a little bit of hairs that want to just, you know, show up. So this is just really giving it a nice, clean look. So I'm just tracing my brows with the concealer. Get it a little bit close to your brow when you're doing so. Try not to get any concealer on your brows that you already did. Now I'm going to be using a flat brush. Again, you can use any flat brush, whatever works for you, as long as it's really flat. And then I'm just taking that product and gliding it as close to my brow as I can. And what this does is it really helps to just define your whole brow look. It adds a little bit of highlight, yes, but you'll see in the end we're going to go ahead and blend all that out so it looks a little bit more natural. But this just, honestly girls, it just kind of helps look like, makes you look like you just got your brows done. So that's why I love this part here. Gives it a really clean look. And it's always on that edge right there. Sometimes you gotta kind of touch it up and make sure nothing smears or smudges. And the reason I'm not blending right away is because you want to give that product some time to dry down. That way, you know, not everything's coming off, or you know, you want it to give it a little bit of coverage too. And I just kind of spread it all on my lid too, because like I said, I'm the type that I love to use concealer pretty much as my eyeshadow primer now. I think it gives a really nice color to the brow bone, so that's just my preference. Now I'm going in with the Real Technique beauty sponge, and I'm just blending that out like I said. And then I go there to a little bit more of sharper edge side, and I use that for the top part, because again, you don't want to smudge any of the concealer. Sorry, my hand's in the way. You don't want to smudge any of the concealer onto your brow product. And I feel like that angle of the beauty sponge really helps to keep it nice and neat. So that's why I use that side. And always blend up. You don't want to like go down too much or anything, because sometimes that kind of just defeats the purpose, you know. Gotta remember these are beauty sponges, and you want to use that whole tapping technique, little bounce technique that they say. Just depending on what kind of concealer you use, sometimes you have to blend faster. In this case, like I said, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use concealer, so I don't really have to blend that fast because it's pretty hydrating to me. Oh, and also, if y'all are curious to know, I'm using the shade Porcelain in that concealer. Also too, a little fun fact about the brow product that I'm using by Kat Von D. It is a 24-hour wear, and yes, I have been wearing this in the pool, everything like that. I wore it on my wedding day too. It lasted all day, all night. So yes, I swear by her brow products. I love, love, love her brow products. And as you see, the look is almost complete. I'm just going back again. I dipped in my pomade one more time, and then I'm just kind of cleaning up the edges. Again, like I said, I like really defined brows because most of the time I'm here doing bold looks anyway, so you know, you just kind of want it all to go together. If you're looking for a more natural look, like let's say you don't want them, you know, as dark as mine, or you just want them a little bit more subtle because you're going to be doing like an everyday eye look, I highly recommend using the Anastasia Brow Duo powder. That one is amazing, and you can definitely get more of a natural look with that. And then of course you want to finish it with the brow gel if you're going to be doing so, a clear brow gel. But on this part here, I'm just dipping into my Laura Mercier translucent powder with my Tarte brush there. That's what I'm using. And I'm just kind of going around and just setting the product with the setting powder. That way we don't get any creases in there. Alright, and that pretty much completes the look. Hope you guys enjoyed it.